Oh, you're about to get played, kid. First you, then you, and then you.
Oh, you just
Oh,
played him, bro.
tell him to hold that. Oh, we're about to get it right here. We're about to get it right here. Hold on. About to get a quad feed with a profit. I got a sniper's nest. I got all my streaks up. Turn around, boys. Oh my God, me and this profit go hand in hand. It's like, I'm telling you, bro, we just go hand in hand. This profit in me, it's like 2 peas in a pod. You know what I mean? Uh-oh, where are they? What is up, YouTube? High Temp here, bring you another amazing PC build. So I want to start off by saying, sorry it's been a minute since I've done a video. Let me just start off by letting y'all know that these PC builds that I'm doing, I'm not getting the parts from anyone. I buy them, I put it all together, and then I sell the PC, you know, for what I got the parts for, and that's how I just keep building PCs. So if you see it's a couple weeks or a month between a video, it is what it is. You know, I'm using the same amount of funds as we're going through, right? So I want to start off by saying it's been a really neat week. You know, we got a really neat build coming up for you guys, and it's actually going to be a build under $600. It's actually going to be about $540 build. You could bring it lower, but everything that I put inside of this build is going to be about 540 bucks. We can get it right at a $500 mark, and I'll tell you how. So before we start, I want to say thank you, AMD, for an incredible rally for the amazing sales that's been running, right? So if you guys been keeping up, AMD's been running this like crazy sale, right? And partner up with Newegg, really. So we got to give a lot of credit to Newegg. So whenever you buy an AMD product, or you know, you actually get, in some cases, some rebates, and you were getting 2 free games, right? So I was able to get The Division 2, which is really neat, and Resident Evil 2 Remastered, which I've been playing. Has just been an incredible game. But I just want to say, head over to Newegg on a couple of these parts. You're going to get a really good deal. Hopefully they're still doing the 2 free games. If not, you at least take advantage of the rebate. So let's get into this video. We're actually doing, like I said, a $540 PC build. And it's a little bit different from what you guys have seen in the past. So instead of using like a B450 bazooka, I'm actually using an A320M Pro motherboard. And it's a little bit different from what I'm used to building with, right, in terms of for the build. But I went this route because it was on sale. I got it for $49. It has 2 DIMM slots, so you can go up to 32 gigs of RAM, right, which is plenty. If you plan on going further than that, then we're probably not even going to be building a PC like this, right? We'll be doing something completely different. But it's really good. I like it. You know, I've done them in the past, and you know, they work for what we want to make it work for. Right? They're going to work for the use we want to use it for. I went with a 450 watt power supply, the same one I've used in the last 2 builds. I mean, it's hard not to use it. It's $37 right now on Amazon. So, you know, it is 80 plus bronze certified. So I got to keep going with those because they're just on sale right now. For the RAM, I went with 2 8-gig sticks, so 16 gigs of some serious rip jaws. Obviously DDR4, right? 2666. So we'll see what this does. I also have 2 4 gigs sticks of some ballistic 3000, and we'll see which one plays better. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna keep the 16 gigs of the rip jaws in it. I don't know. I'm gonna play it, plug it in, and see what happens. For the hard drive, I got a 1 terabyte WD hard drive. They're on sale on Amazon, $34. And for the operating system, I got 120 gigabyte solid state drive, $19.99 right now Amazon, so you just can't beat it, right? I like to use SSDs to put the Windows on it, just boots a lot faster. I mean, Windows doesn't take that much. You could probably boot some other programs if you want on these. I just usually put the OS in it and just leave it alone. But again, you're gonna have plenty of space if you have stuff that you want to boot fast on it. You know, you put on the solid state drive instead of the hard drive. Either way, you're gonna have a ton of space for what you want to do. In terms of processor, I was going to leave it for the last, but I'm going to leave the graphics card for last. So we're going with a Ryzen 3 1200. Now, before you guys go crazy and say, oh my God, $10 more, you get a 2200G. I know I did a build with the Ryzen 3 2200G, right? I'm doing with the Ryzen 3 1200 because I got this for $70, right? And it's 4-core, 4-thread. It's a solid processor. You get 3.1 gigahertz base boost and a 3.4 gigahertz precision boost. For those of you guys who like to overclock, you could overclock these, except you're gonna have to spend about $50 more and get a different motherboard. You can't overclock on 320s. You have to go 350 or higher, so just remember that. But you can overclock these. You can overclock these, I would say, to, on a safe side, maybe 3.7, 3.8. Maybe in the future we'll start playing around on some builds with overclocking. Right now, I'm just not doing it. But you can. And before we go any further, I've been going Team Ryzen because, let me say something, they are coming out with just incredible processors. Listen, I used to be part of Team Blue many years ago. And, yep, that's too bad. It's over. We're going to stick with Ryzen. Guys, I have some really cool news. Obviously, you guys know the Ryzen 3000 series are coming out relatively soon. If you guys want something more powerful than this, that's a different video. So just keep that in mind. We're going to be doing the Ryzen 3 1200, 4 cores, 4 threads, and we are going to maximize this beast. It's the graphics card, right? So I kind of got away from the GTX. You know, I did a GTX 1050, 1050 Ti, blah, 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 all these other graphics cards I've been using. I want to say thank you to a subscriber who called out, and when on my last build I was using a GTX 1050 Ti, and he's like, dude, why don't you get an RX 570? You get 2 free games with it, and they're on sale right now. And I said, let me check it out. And sure enough, I did. I went to Newegg, and this bad boy right now, 4 gigabyte, right, 2 fans, is actually $139, has a $20 rebate, and you get 2 free games with it. So for $109, right, you get an incredible graphics card that I have to say, after today, once I test it, I'm pretty sure it's going to beat the 1050 Ti. You know, who would have thought? Who would have believed? Who cares? So it's probably much better than 1050 Ti. You're going to get better frames, less bottlenecking, right? Or no bottlenecking in this particular case with this processor. And you're just going to get a better buy, at least as of today. So go ahead, go to Newegg, go cop yourself an RX 570, get a $20 rebate, get yourself 2 free games. Now, the reason I bought this as well, first of all, I wanted Resident Evil 2. I didn't want to pay 50, 60 bucks for it, right? And I wanted the Division 2, and I didn't want to pay $60 for it. So how much did this graphic card come out to? I was going to buy those games regardless. Those are $120 in games. I got this graphics card for free. Either way you look at it, I got 2 free games to pay for the graphics card, or I paid for the 2 games and got a graphics card for $10 more in my pocket. So any way you want to stack it, guys, it's a heck of a buy. You're not going to go wrong. Another really neat thing that I kind of regret not getting like 50 of these, right? So this particular case here, I'll put the link in the description for you. And this is actually, it's going to be a mid case, a mid tower, MTX case. I actually paid $29. I know, don't go crazy all at once. Don't go, you know, $29. It's tempered glass, not the plastic, and it comes with an LED fan already pre-installed in it. So unfortunately, they're back up to like 40 bucks again, $45, but just keep looking. I saw it out $29 again at one point, but I'll put a link in it. Hopefully, you can get at $29 like I did. If you do, get yourself a few of them. If you plan on building a few PCs or not, just get yourself one and enjoy it. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to put some RGB lighting in here and a couple other fans in here. Long story short, we're going to have a heck of a time. I'm not doing a full-blown building tutorial on here, so I'm just going to build this, fast forward it, and let's get to the best part. Let's test some games out. We're going to test Fortnite, CSGO, we're going to test some Overwatch. Might as well try out some Resident Evil 2, right, since I got it, and we'll see what else we try. Other than that, ladies and gents, I'll catch you in a little bit. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the completed. I'm going to say something. This case is great, except it is very difficult to get that CPU pins up there. So, I mean, it's very, very difficult to work with, you know. But overall, I mean, I like it. It came out really clean. It looks really, really good. Got to throw the plug in there. And let's turn it on and let's see how she works. Oh my gosh. It's that go time. She is a beauty. Oh. Boom. Press F1 to run setup. Beautiful. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. We have it right here, 3.10 gigahertz. Again, you know, this is definitely something we could overclock. But you have to have a B350 minimum, right, to overclock. So we're not going to be overclocked. We have the A320. However, something really neat I want you guys to look at here. It says DDR speed 2133, right? So that's what it downgrades it to. Even though we got, you know, 2666, it'll downgrade to 2133, but we could play with that. It's not going to be an issue. We'll get that thing back up where it needs to be. But other than that, I mean, it looks really good. Let's see where it has both the WD 1 terabyte and the 120 gigabyte hard drive, so we should be good to go. 2133 megahertz. You can see here where it downscaled it, but again, it's not an issue. We could upscale it back to where it needs to be. But anyways, guys, I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to download Windows, and we're going to test out some games. All right, everybody, so we've got all the games installed. Everything installed took a couple minutes, but as you can see here, I actually installed MSI Afterburner with Ruva Tuner statistics as well, so it'll give us everything that we want to see. I've got Resident Evil 2, Overwatch, CSGO. I've also got, I think I'm going to download Apex Legends. I don't know, but I think those 3 games alone will be a really good test. So we can get right into Fortnite now. So, what I'm going to say, for those of you who's always commenting, oh, I can see the PlayStation. I always play controller on PC for Fortnite. I'm just not really good with building with keyboard and mouse. But we're going to do the settings together here, right? So we'll go on the Battle Royale and we'll do the settings together. We'll set them up. Right now I got it on a hard 60 frames per second. I just wanted to see what the best settings recommended are. Now, as you can see here, CPU tense, I mean, everything's looking really, really good. I mean, very close. Looks like it's running really smooth. So I'm going to go ahead. We're going to go into the settings, right? Running on 1920 1080. So what I'll do is let's try it on. Let me go unlimited, right? And we'll know how many it'll give us there. We won't put a hard cap on it, right? We'll try it on epic settings. We'll go shadows high. You know what? Let's try everything on epic settings. Let's see how that works. All right, we're gonna go back. I'm gonna take my controller. I'm gonna install it. I'm gonna connect it here, and you can see right here. So see how it switches to PlayStation controller. So I mean, it's just how I've always played it. You know, so it is what it is. You know, I like to play a lot of Call of Duty. But when I'm on PC, if I'm playing Fortnite, I usually switch to controller. Usually everything else I can play with keyboard and mouse. But what can I say, man? I'm a noob on PC Fortnite. So let's hop right into it. I'm going to be doing it. You'll see a kind of a shift going from the phone into OBS here. Because I've also got OBS recording here as well. So we'll switch it over to it. And we'll see if we can catch a dub on this one and test the frame. Ladies and gents, boys and girls, mujeres y hombres, atención. Por favor, manténgase alejado de las puertas. Gracias.
What, bro?
So we're definitely going to turn it down a little bit. We're going to try it on high and medium settings on this one. So we're getting like 48 to 60 frames per second on Epic, but it was kind of laggy a little bit. It was spiking for sure. So we're going to turn it down and see what we could do here. So let's hop back into settings. Oops. And then we'll go to we'll go unlimited, high settings, right? try to get on ultra graphics here. Give it a shot and see what we can do. All right, let's get right to it. Good play. Subscribe to High 10 Gaming. Yes. Good game, buddy. Is that you? Yep.
Yeah. Oh, it's on again. Oh!
Alright guys, so that's going to conclude the game, man. We'll play some Fortnite, play a little bit of Resident Evil, and we'll play some Overwatch. I mean, anywhere between, for Fortnite, if you go like medium settings, couple high, you'll get anywhere, you know, between like 50 and 60 frames, pretty good. For Overwatch, looks like we're getting a solid 70 frames, no lags, no spikes. Playing on epic settings, I'm pretty sure we're bringing down, we'll get some higher frames, so really satisfied with that. And on some Resident Evil, we got some solid frames as well. So, guys, I don't know about you, super excited about this build. It was a lot of fun to play on. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.